Last week, Google officially unveiled the new Pixel 6 phone lineup, and thanks to Google for making this happen, I've been lucky enough to have my hands on the Pixel 6 Pro for the past week. The camera on this phone is regarded as one of, if not the best smartphone cameras on the market, and in my opinion, it is hands down the best. And it made me wonder, how good of a streaming camera can the Pixel 6 be? Because smartphones are becoming increasingly popular with streamers as they give you a much better picture than what you would get with your typical webcam, and it's cheaper than buying a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, considering that you already are going to own a smartphone. Now, this is where I would normally say, hey, let's plug this baby in, let's see how good of a picture we can get through a mere USB Type-C cable, but I can't say that because it's already plugged in and you're already looking at me through the Google Pixel 6 Pro. You can't tell me this is not a crazy good shot. And considering it's running through a USB-C cable, so if you're recording YouTube videos just straight to the camera, the resolution is going to be even better. Right now we're at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Now the Pro model of the Pixel 6 retails for $899 here in the US, but you can get the regular Pixel 6 that's only $599, and the only difference between the two cameras are that the Pro comes with a 48 megapixel telephoto camera that will allow you to, zoom in and get those crazy good shots from far away. For streaming, you don't need that kind of zoom. Although since we do have the Pro here with us, why not show you how crazy this zoom is? But first, let me back up and quickly explain how I'm doing this for those who want to replicate this. Since this is an Android phone, the popular Epoch Cam app from Elgato isn't an option because somehow they are still developing this thing for Android, which, by the way, has over 72% of the world market share, but whatever. So instead of that, I'm using an app called Cam, and you'll download this for both your phone and your PC. There are a couple tweaks you gotta make to these devices, which the instructions I'll link to down below so I don't bore you with that. But once you are set up, you can either connect your phone via Wi-Fi or do what I will recommend and use a USB cable because you'll get a more stable image and the cable will keep your phone charged for those long marathon streams you love to do. And that's it. Cam will appear as a camera source in your streaming or video conferencing software. I've tested it in both OBS and Streamlabs. Works fine on both. What's cool is that Cam allows me to control how the Pixel 6 looks right here from my computer, and that really helps me fine-tune the shot. And because we're dealing with a really nice camera, we've got things like ISO control, which is huge for image quality. But look at the zoom on this, and you can really see how gross of a person I am. I mean, the details are insane. Now, the point being, if you don't want that nice wide-angle shot you get with the Pixel 6, you can zoom in, and unlike webcams, it's not a digital zoom, it's an optical zoom, so you're not gonna lose resolution as you zoom in. I'm pretty impressed with how this phone looks as a webcam, and it's a bonus that you don't have to deal with capture cards and all that stuff like you would if you were to use a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. And I'll link to some of the recommended gear in the description below, but if you are still set on using a DSLR or mirrorless camera as your webcam, this video right here will help you run through the process of how to get that going step by step. Enjoy.